All right, so as we get back in, Funkytown gets to work repairing his deck almost expertly. As I'll scroll up there, he rolled 10 hits, and with Golden Screwdriver, it's back online with only about 10 minutes of actual work to go from fried to working again. You guys are in your various vehicles, heading away from the scene, presumably south towards Tacoma. Um, and Beau, you said you wanted to do something. Mr. Beau. Maybe Beau doesn't want to talk to him. We'll jump back to Beau. What do you guys want to do?
We're heading for this warehouse, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Really fast in this car.
Okay, next time we have to do this, we're not posing as lawyers. We're going to go in as security consultants. Because no one likes lawyers. That's why we're in this mess.
Yeah,
Well,
that sounds right to me.
I think we need a plan.
Okay, here's the plan. Once we get there, I'm going to scope the area out, give you guys a heads up of any security, any big guns that you need to worry about, that kind of stuff. And then we go in shooting. The chances are they know we're coming. But the biggest issue is what Beau said about the captain. If he's turned, we've got to deal with him.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was about to do.
Okay, can we use the captain to help us get the stuff?
Probably not. I'm assuming those guys are the ones that arrested him in the first place.
We can ask him what is in there.
Yeah, let's actually find out what all this fuss is about.
All right, so we're gonna go look, see what's there, and then figure out what to do.
Mr. Captain Man, how should I address you? Oh, Mr. Captain Harris. What exactly were you transporting?
Give me your phone. I want to call her. We got to get this back on schedule.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. Okay, well, if you really want to get on track, give me your arm.
Kind of looks at you. Frag off. Why?
Because we're shadow runners. We were hired to do a job. I was told that you have to give me my arm. I have to write something on it. She said you understand.
What's the bitch? You want my arm? You're gonna write on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna write on your arm. I don't know what the dreck is going on either. I was given money to do this, so either you can do it or I'll put you back on the street and go find another job.
You can let me out right here.
Okay, sorry. I'll put that another way. Either you let me write on your arm or I will write on your arm.
He kind of shifts in his seat, and with it, the Ares Alpha on his hip does too. Says, I told you to get bent. Are you gonna get bent? Or do I need to make you bent?
Beau is going to roll his eyes, and as much as he has been having trouble with this tonight, he will use his commanding voice again and say, let me write on your arm, or let me write on... let me write on you.
I like it. I like the, okay. Did you use this on him already tonight? I can't recall.
Nope, not him. Other guys, but not him.
That's what I take for. That's what I get for having all of the grid's commanding voice characters on a run.
All of them?
I mean,
there's only two.
All two of them.
Okay, at the end of the run, I want to put money on both of you. I want to see which one of you can command the other. We can make money off this.
Well,
command fight.
See, the problem is there's actually 4 outcomes.
You happy with 7?
4-1 odds.
Yep.
And then Beau would lie about the outcome.
He shoots you.
That's kind of rude.
Very rude.
Take a -9 to defense against the full auto.
Wait, oh, okay, you edged. I was like, why did he...
Yeah, sorry. Spent a second point of edge tonight to resist the commanding voice, and then he feels intimidated and backed into a corner and pulls the trigger.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Beau falls unconscious because he just took a bunch of stun damage from the drain, and there's no way he... Well, I guess I'll... Would you say I'm surprised, or can I roll a defense test?
You'd be able to roll a defense test. You know the situation is tense, and he pointed the gun at you a moment ago.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Beau falls unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, it was just stick and shock. You convulse a bit as the electricity courses through you, and falls unconscious. Now that awkward moment of whose car are we in, and who else is around?
Well, somebody has a sedan that can take 4 people.
Yeah. People are shooting bullets inside Funkytown's car.
All right.
Okay.
Now, who if Locksley and Beau are the other people in that?
Well, we've been doing first aid. So
Yeah.
we've done first aid on Arachne and Funkytown and Locksley. That means the 3 of them are riding together, plus the captain is 4. Plus Beau is 5.
Which can fit in a sedan.
Yeah,
Just lowers the handling a bit.
it does. Just a bit. It's still totally
Yeah.
doable.
Funkytown's in the front seat because he would have wanted room to work.
Okay. So Whisper's not in the vehicle.
Probably not.
Because
Whisper's riding a Coco taxi, I guess.
Well, if we're going fast, I probably would have used Arachne's motorcycle. Because a Coco taxi is not fast.
Right.
You can definitely ride it.
So Locksley, Arachne, and Funkytown, a loud, unsuppressed Ares Alpha was just discharged in the backseat of the car. And
I just look at him. Are you related to a girl who fired a similar weapon of that?
Are
and
you
he says-
related to Arachne?
He says, "Stop the fracking car!"
Who's driving?
Okay.
I'm not driving.
The car's driving itself.
Maybe you should have shot the car.
The Grid Overwatch department's driving the car.
This seems like a silly idea to fire. Well, I probably can't blast out of hands with a taser. That would be really silly.
No, probably not.
Oops. But can we do that?
You could do ninjutsu.
Okay, we're definitely doing that. He shot Beau!
All right. Yeah, you got a hit on ninjutsu.
Haha, take 10p, bastard. I avenged you, Beau. I think I avenged you. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you connect. It does some damage.
And while I smack him in the face, do you have any idea how much trouble my friend has gone through? He's been chased by 3-headed dogs. He's been bitten by a vampire. And you friggin' shot him with a full auto.
What's the damage code on that, Locksley, with 3?
Let's see. That's going to be 12 stun electric at -5.
Okay. Yeah. As Locksley fires the taser, the gun will fall out of his arms. It dangles on the sling as he falls unconscious.
Can we limit future numbers of bullets being fired inside my car? This is not, holes in the thing are not going to be easy to explain
I
to my
used
wife.
the taser.
Thank you, Locksley.
Hey, it's his fault.
Guys, what happened?
I'm not mad at anybody. You guys didn't fire the gun. Just let's keep it that way.
Okay,
What
I
are
just
you
want
guys
to say,
doing in there? What was all those flashes of light?
the captain went crazy and tried to kill Beau, and wait, I think Beau's dead. Wait, maybe not.
Beau's
I
dead.
checked for
I know
pulse.
Beau was dead, but what about Beau?
That's great.
I mean, the other Beau. Wait, this Beau. Wait, I'm confused now. Does he have a pulse?
I mean, he was shot with stick and shock. I'm sure he's alive.
It's kind of twitching still.
Can you lower his seat back and I'll see if I can wake him up.
Sure. How about the captain? Is this guy still up?
I know
he's
you're
unconscious
really
now.
great with that med kit, Locksley.
Here we go again. Yeah, Beau's unconscious. The captain's unconscious, still armed.
No. That gun's getting. Take the gun. Here, Locksley. Here's the gun. Hold this one to it. Give it to
okay.
Funkytown. He's still a little angry, and tell him that Senso's upset. If he fired a gun, he wouldn't know about it, but he didn't do it. So don't be that mad.
Okay, Locksley's going to turn the safety on and eject the clip
Sure.
and put it down and remove any bullets that may be in the chamber, and then he's going to first aid Beau.
All right.
I'm gonna grab the captain and put him in a headlock for when he wakes up.
So up to 5 stun, however many Beau was being can actually heal anyway.
Yeah, Beau can only heal the 1 stun, so he'll wake up, but he has 8 boxes of drain right now.
Okay. That's it. You blink awake, and there's Locksley just starting to take off some of the contraptions.
Oh, actually, no, I don't think I ever rolled against the drain, so hold on, let me...
Oh, shit, of the commanding voice. God, you might have knocked yourself out.
No, I didn't knock myself out fully. I knocked myself up to 8 stun boxes, so that's why I went down so quickly.
That's right, okay. That is actually really dangerous.
So 6 stun boxes. Yeah, well, that's why you edging the rolls is so dangerous, because it makes the resist rolls go up. It's like when GM edges a spirits roll.
Yep, I've seen how that happened.
Or edges the resist rolls on Matrix stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So never mind. I'm at 6 stun boxes, not healed. So I will slap another stim patch on myself with this new drain and say, "Whoo, all right, feeling it tonight. Gonna totally pass out in about an hour." And since Beau is really just had a really hard night and he is done with being attacked and hit, he's gonna take a hit of rock lizard blood just because he needs to feel good right now.
Okay. As you roll that addiction, go ahead and roll me a stim patch addiction as well, as you've now taken your second one on the run.
Sure.
That's only a threshold 1, I believe, psychological.
Doesn't matter. Same dice pools for me both ways.
Cool.
Does anybody have the medicine skill? You can cure a drain that way.
Drain can. That's for natural recovery.
I am more addicted to rock lizard blood.
Oh wow.
Yeah, medicine skill augments natural recovery.
Kind of curious what rock lizard blood does.
Not addicted to stim patches.
All right. What's the vector here for rock lizard blood? What's that look like? Does Beau put it on a spoon and?
I should look that up.
Yeah, if you want to describe that for us later. Okay, so some things have happened. We've learned Whisper's like a great cheerleader. We're about 20 minutes into a drive towards Tacoma. It's about an hour and 10 minutes away. Beau has just informed you that within an hour he's going to fall unconscious. He's now cooking heroin or rock lizard blood on a spoon. And he seems to give no fucks anymore. Arachne has the unconscious captain in a headlock. what do you guys want to do? It is now 3:50 in the morning.
Arachne, you're going to go scout the place out, right?
Yeah, but should before or after I break this guy's hands? Or if you guys want to be nice, I could web his hands. But after what he did to Beau, I think I should break his hands.
Wait, I think we want to save that for the Johnson.
The Johnsons always get all the fun.
Did you take his gun away?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Locksley's also now going to search him for anything else he might have concealed. I mean, he was in a holding cell for a while, but
So,
Yeah, you don't find any other objects on him.
okay, so the cops didn't like mark him up or something.
Locksley's gonna check him for tracers or tags.
I take that back, actually. Locksley, you do find that. You find a lockpick kit and a small leather fold-out sack or pouch. That's the only thing you find. You don't find any tags or anything like that either.
Matrix perception was for that as well.
Yep. Yeah, you're pretty confident that he's not transmitting.
Okay.
Ted said, "What was that?"
Ted, we you and I went a little willy-nilly there, and we're a little too
I don't want to.
Don't worry about it. It's over.
Did we win?
We did, and and you played a pivotal role in that, no less.
Yeah, I did.
Take it easy for a little while, Ted. I'll let you know if I need your help again.
10-4, boss. Ted out. And he disappears off the Matrix and uninstalls his program from your deck. All right. So I heard Arachne suggesting that she wants to get ahead and go scout this place.
Yeah,
does
we wanna
anybody have
see how much
restraints for the captain and maybe like a gag?
Oh, I have restraints. I'll take out a pair of mystic restraints, actually, which still function like normal restraints. They just won't mystically restrain him and put them on him.
You don't know what he's like.
That's true. Actually, with that in mind, actually, I'll take out a pair of mage cuffs instead, because they take an hour to tune the mystic restraints to him. So I'm just going to put some mage cuffs on him in case he is magically endowed.
Okay. You slap some restraints on him. You have to coax Arachne to give up the headlock.
Are you sure? I can punch him a couple times, Beau.
No, it's okay.
Okay. We'll punch him later. You'll feel better.
No, I don't think I will.
So, Arachne, you going to go scout it out? You want me to go with you?
Yeah, you're pretty sneaky, Whisper. You can watch my back, I'll watch yours, and I'm not bringing any grenades, so
But
we're
if
good.
we're watching each other's backs, we're not going to see what we need to see there.
You know what? I really have to work on my little translations of my scenes with you.
How could you even both watch each other's backs? You need some
Don't use
mirrors or something.
don't use. That's it. Senso, you can shoot him.
Nobody's shooting anybody in my car. I thought we talked about this already.
Oh, right. You're right. Okay, you got saved by that rule. Okay. No one's shooting anybody. No, I'm sorry, Senso. Maybe next time.
All right, so the car pulls over, Whisper pulling up, alongside it on the motorcycle. Arachne jumps out, joins Whisper on the bike, and the two of them, pop a cool wheelie as they speed off in the direction of Tacoma.
Actually, so keeping in mind the way stim patches work, and Beau being an experienced runner would know this kind of stuff, and wanting to remain useful to his team, is going to wait till he gets to Tacoma to apply the second stim patch, because he was conscious after Locksley's first aid. So when they arrive in Tacoma, he'll apply the second one so that he doesn't totally fall unconscious. He'll just be doing the rest of the run with 5 stun.
Okay. Yeah, Beau's a competent enough runner. He would know the dangers. That is totally a-okay. Whoever is driving between Whisper and Arachne, I'll take a pilot check.
Well, Arachne's driving.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I guess you're telling her how good of a driver she might be.
I am a good driver.
I'm actually not doing that.
Oh,
Really?
Whisper's still mad at you.
I know. I don't know what of these days I'm going to make it up. Just watch.
However,
It'll
Beau will be talking to Arachne and saying how he's so grateful that she saved his life there and that she's such a great driver.
Aww. Feels nice to be appreciated. Are you sure you don't want me to break the guy's hands? I'll do it for you.
So I don't know what your pilot is, Arachne, but take some extra dice there.
Wow. Yeah. We go really fast. Because this is a Yamaha Kabayashi.
You could roll an additional 2 dice.
Let's do it. Let's see what we get.
Also, the gun of yours that likes to kill people. What was its name?
Oh, Senso.
Senso. Senso says he talks a lot. We should shoot him.
Yeah, well, no. He's a friend. Remember what I told you about?
Yeah, we shoot your friends all the time.
Okay, that doesn't count because, I was under bad influences, and you know what? I'm turning you off. Bad gun. Bad gun.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Oh, that's it. You are so grounded. And, no, that's 2 dice.
You got those 2 more dice for me?
Oh, no successes on that.
All right. You're a bit distracted arguing, and Beau's words, while inspiring, don't quite hit home. But you and Whisper peel off in a cool way that 2 chicks on a motorcycle can, and start heading down towards Tacoma. So it was an hour and 10 minutes drive by grid guide on motorcycle. It'll take you guys approximately 40 minutes to arrive.
Yeah, sounds good.
Some serious speed. I guess we are on grid guide.
Yeah. The natural order of things. So 4:30 rolls around. I assume the rest of you are in tow, just taking care of what needs to be taken care of. Whisper and Arachne, you guys pull up a block away from the Totem Ocean Trailer Express warehouses. It's along the Tacoma docks, or one section of the docks. Several boats or big, long cargo ships are docked. You can see the cranes, dotting the horizon, sticking into the sky. Right at the entry point, the checkpoint gate, you see 2 large black SUVs angled in towards each other, blocking the gate itself with flashing red and blue lights. However, no sirens themselves going off. They're currently on silent. About 5 individuals standing around, sort of watching, talking to each other, wearing black suits. 2 more individuals dressed like dock security, also standing there, looking kind of intimidated. Beyond that, you can see the warehouse itself, where a surprising number of cars are. There's about 7 or 8 sedans and vans and SUVs. These don't look like any, significant force. They're unmarked cars essentially. But the lights are on within the warehouse itself. You can tell that there is activity.
There's definitely a lot of activity.
Yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning. This seems this would be equivalent to a midday operation.
Any exterminator logos?
Oh, you think they take service down here too?
Yeah, sure. That's what I mean.
Let's take a look. I'm going to use my Visit Magnification 2 to zoom in, see if I can see any identifying marks.
Everybody roll me a visual perception.
Are we there?
No. Arachne and Beau, or excuse me, Arachne and Whisper. In addition to the general descriptions I just gave you, around the side of the warehouse, you can actually see two large KE police vans that you didn't notice right away, parked and idled. Beau in the car, the sedan, in Funkytown's sedan, you look up into the side mirror in the seat you're sitting in, and driving behind you at about 4 car lengths, you catch a reflection just briefly of a dark blue GMC Endurance step van with that logo Whisper described.
Cool. Great. We got a tail, guys. Same exterminator van as before. I can only assume that is her. And he does little air quotes.
Oh boy, this is what's our plan of approach here?
Well, go one of two ways. We can try and lose them, or they're obviously interested in the captain. I'll do a quick switcheroo and make myself appear as him, and you guys can throw me on the sidewalk, and I assume they'll stop tailing you once they see their prize.
But what happens to you once they get you and realize you're not the captain?
Oh, I'll be fine, I'm sure. I'm very good at making people think I am not who I am.
Just remember, if they don't think you are who you say you are, just shoot them. That's what the captain would do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Part of me wants to point out how the lawyer thing didn't work out and everything else, but Beau's been hit enough today, so I'm not saying nothing.
All right, guys. There's a lot of stuff here at the warehouse. I mean, I think I could sneak in, but we'd have to really know what we're destroying or whatever. How big is the cargo?
I don't think we got that information, but we do know that it's marked.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
boxes. Yeah.
You guys see any of that mark?
Well, you got to use well, did he tell us this?
Yeah.
I presume he tells us. So we got to use the special light and look in there. Arachne, did you get a UV lamp?
Do I have a UV? No, I don't actually.
I do. Beau has a UV lamp. I put it in the response to this job.
Okay.
Sorry. Beau will produce a small flashlight that he keeps on his person now, along with the the cross made of wood, and say, "I keep a UV light on me at all times."
Okay, so what we're looking at is we gotta resecure the contraband, and they was marked with an X on the boxes. We also need to identify how the how the shipment was identified in the first place, and find any items related to this must also be destroyed, so there's no trace. But there's a lot of people here.
Well, I
if
wish
we want to
Max
try
was
and
here.
lose our
Should
tail,
be easy.
I'm a pretty good driver. Maybe I could lose him.
Yeah, I mean, you're sitting in the driver's seat. I don't think anybody else claimed it.
No, I think Funky, but I don't know. I mean, the car was
Funkytown sat
driving
in the
itself.
passenger front passenger seat.
I don't know. I mean, I'll switch with someone if I wasn't there.
Yep,
Actually,
you're there.
when Arachne got out, I probably got up there.
Perfect.
There we go. Okay. Then the only other thing is, like, as far as destroying evidence goes, they probably got it cataloged and on the tricks now. Locked down in somebody's host. So good luck with that. I'm gonna see if I can lose these suckers.
All right. How do you intend to try to lose your tail? Subtly or through speed?
Let's try subtly first.
Okay.
Just start making some turns, and I'm assuming by being able to take it off grid guide, we mean both the like the grid guide off switch and the thing that makes it look like we're still on grid guide.
Yep, you're all good.
All right. I'm not a pro driver.
Oh, but Beau will tell you that you are a pro driver.
And when you reaffirm me, let's see how much I believe in you. I am a pro driver. Damn it.
You take a few side streets. At one point, you time one of the traffic lights just as it's changing to red, and you make that right turn. A moment goes by, 2 moments go by. There's no sign of your tail. You're in the clear, and then you see the headlights, and he's there again. You're pretty sure you would have lost just about anybody with this. These people seem to know what they're doing.
Oh, does the captain have
We
a
need
comm
to
on?
can we pull into an alley and shut all of our stuff onto wireless, like after turn our wireless off after we lose them? Or just have everything running silent and Funkytown protect it? I don't know if that helps. I mean, I know mechanically they're just
You're starting to have some of these ideas, and you watch as the headlights following you turn into an alleyway.
over D and I lost them. Yep. Knew I could do it.
Well, guys, what's our plan for this? Because I think it'd be really tough to go in shooting.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Unless Max was here.
Yeah, Locksley, you're a pro driver.
Damn.
The tone is so much more different from when you said that earlier, Beau.
All right, so let's hammer down a decision. We know what opposition awaits us at the warehouse. We know there's a mysterious van lingering near some of you. Do we choose to storm the castle? Do we try to find a way to confront the van, or do we contact the Johnson with the captain in tow?
If you guys want to risk sneaking around all that law enforcement and try and pull off the second half of this, be my guest. I don't think I'm good enough to pull that off.
Yeah, I don't think we can get the contraband out. We could probably sneak in and find out what's going on, but how do we get the
Well,
contraband?
Well, I think he said we could destroy it, so we can find it. Maybe don't get it out. Then we gotta like destroy it.
I have a thermite bar, so actually I have two of them. But you could take that in with you, throw it in the box, detonate it. That will utterly destroy anything that's there.
Okay. Then the second thing is find out how the shipment was identified.
Well, I didn't even.
I mean,
want
if the
that
captain flipped, I feel like it might be him.
Wasn't it not? I just want to find out how he got caught because it was the captain's fault. But like, there should be no evidence.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. It depends on where this evidence is, and
Right? I think you're supposed to destroy the documents or something. That's why we want Funkytown here. Unless it's on a comlink or something, and then I can just destroy it.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't actually want the contraband destroyed. So it's documents he wants destroyed.
Well,
Okay, well in that case, then I have the feeling maybe we should just reach out and say that there's too much opposition because it doesn't sound like there's any way to get through that KE law enforcement.
Unless anybody has an idea on how we can cut these forces in half, either having them leave, chase something else, or misdirect them.
I mean, sure, like there's lots of potential for distraction, but I don't know if part of us can handle a squad of KE officers.
All right, guys, I've actually never done where KE were already there. Have any of you?
No.
No, and I'm not in, how do I put this? In the mood of possibly getting locked up again.
That's so. I mean, it's bad enough when we have to do stuff and they could show up at any time, but wow. So, I mean, is it okay for us to tell the Johnson that we couldn't do it because the KE was already there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is not really. This is
Yeah.
more out of our hands.
I think the bottom line is we took too long to get here, and that's why. Yeah.
Okay, now, guys, if you knew where the boxes were already and get to those boxes and get out, destroy them and get out, I think Arachne and I could do that because it would be quick.
Wait, how big are these boxes though? Is the contraband like hand-sized or like arms width or?
Well, the ideal situation is that those contraband is loaded on a vehicle that is on this property. Then we could literally just drive that thing out and we just have to ditch the KE and stuff. Worst case scenario, they're unloaded. They need to be loaded. There's also not a vehicle there to load them on. And yeah, then it's like, damn.
I think it's. I mean, I hate to say this, guys, but I don't want to go in with KE already there on the scene. And there's other security, right? There's like three. There's these guys with the black suits, and there's the dock security and KE. There's three security people groups there already. Now, who knows? There may be like God already there.
I'm with Whisper on this.
I don't think anybody is actually willing to attempt this then. It sounds like everybody is in agreement.
I'd be willing to help whoever it wanted to do it, but like I'm leaving the majority of this decision up to Whisper and Arachne because it's their butts that are going to be on the line.
Okay. I've heard Whisper's side. I've heard Locksley. I've heard Funkytown. I've now heard Beau, Arachne. Remind me one more time.
I'm with that. It seems like it's too high risk.
Okay. Then everybody comes to an agreement that the Johnson needs to be contacted and the status given. He asked for photographic proof of your objectives, and I assume you comply by sending him a photo of the captain in your custody.
Yeah, Locksley puts. Oh, damn, Locksley's in the front seat. Locksley wanted to put an arm around him and take a selfie, but
Beau will briefly make his face look kind of like the captain's, but not too convincing, and then take a selfie with the captain.
Okay. You receive a message back shortly after that message is sent, and a location is given somewhere in the middle between the two destinations. There is a motel, and your instructions are essentially to leave the good captain in room 401. You'll find your payment in the nightstand.
Okay, sounds good. Beau, now is your chance to punch him.
Oh no, I'm not gonna punch him. That's fine. Physical pain is not really what I go for. But Beau is going to take out.
we
We'll
can
see.
walk him into the motel like Weekend at Bernie's, just like pretend he's passed out.
Okay. Beau will not take his revenge.
Okay. Whisper and Arachne, you guys peel away slowly from the scene as even more units show up. A helicopter is actually in the area and is now searching down some of the outlying streets and alleyways. You guys are able to sort of lay low and get out of the immediate threat and meet up with your team who's arriving at the motel. Yeah, you're outside of a dingy hotel motel, right in front of the room you're instructed to drop the captain off. The door is actually cracked a little as you guys look at it long enough. You notice.
Take
Beau's
him
going
in.
to take a quick picture. So once we put him down in there, Beau's going to take a quick picture and send it to the Johnson and say, like, we're done. He is in there.
You don't get a reply.
That's fine. I was just worried that the people in the van might come back and intercept him in between. And I wanted to make sure there was proof that we brought him to the site. Our job is done.
Noted. Do you look into the nightstand?
Yes.
Are you sure? No, it's fine. There's
Roll a surprise test.
there's a Bible, and on top of the Bible is
We attack it.
It's a similar looking. God, don't attack the Bible. Hawk, don't hate you. There's a similar cred stick to that as what you saw presented at the Ale Wail.
Just one?
Yep.
Okay, Beau is going to take it and put it in his pocket. Okay, guys, the Johnson gypped us. There's no money there.
I think your team, as you turn around and say that, obviously saw you put the cred stick in your pocket.
Beau, I
Alright,
think you got
let's
shot in the
split
head
that
too
up.
hard, so you might want. Yeah, we forgive you. You know, it was brain damage, but yeah, that's for all of us.
Beau will take it out. Oh, this cred stick. I get them confused sometimes.
Aren't you going to fall unconscious in a little bit?
No, I'm fine. I waited out the rest of the stim. I waited to take the stim until we actually got there, and we never ended up going there. So, Beau doesn't need to take a stim patch. He's got 8 stun with 9 boxes.
He looks pretty winded, but so yeah, you guys find your way out, money in tow, and you can split up the remaining money. I believe there will be an additional 6,000 New Yen each.
How much
That's
did
what he
we
promised.
get up front each?
That was
3,000.
Yep, 3,000 up front, 6,000 on the back end. So a total of 9,000 new yen earned.
Wasn't he going to take some off for not getting the contraband?
He did.
That's why it's only 6,000.
Okay, 6,000 total.
Yeah, 9,000 total.
It would have been 12,000.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, you're getting confused. He did take 3 off essentially for having failed 2 of his objectives.
Yeah, and guys, the pawn copters showed up. There must be some really bad stuff in those boxes that all those cops came.
Yeah. It's a good thing. It's probably like like rock lizard blood and what's that other stuff? Jazz and all that up. Drugs.
I would like to say, technically, rock lizard blood actually isn't a drug. It's a magical compound. So definitely somebody who was addicted to rock lizard blood would be considered a drug addict.
You're a bloodsucker then, like a vampire.
Where? Beau will take out his UV light and then his cross.
Whisper, do you have a mirror on you? I gotta check something.
Hold on, I think like as the scene fades, Beau whips out the UV light in the motel room, and we're exposed to the horrible sight of what is hidden behind that. Everything.
Oh, can we leave that here with the captain?
Everything
just have
is
him
covered.
face down in it so he'll wake up and just see. Like, I'll buy you a new UV light.
Oh, God.
So yeah, it's 9,000 new yen, 5 karma, and that will be the end of Oh Captain, My Captain.
Well, actually, before Beau will follow up with Funkytown, and he will tell Funkytown that he is going to be spending a lot of money in the near future on some personal enterprises. He is not going to have any cash floating around to buy even a really cheap deck. So there's no point in him keeping Ted in hibernation in the cloud somewhere. He feels like Ted would probably do Funkytown a better service than him.
Oh man, my heart is warmed.
Ted got adopted.
Ted sends a message to Funkytown, and he says, "I like you so much better than him."
Shh. I don't tell Beau that.
I am, as a player, deeply wounded.
He has rating 6 in Matrix skill. You were writing Hello World code.
It's okay, Beau. Trust me. In the long run, it's good. Having to take care of a personality like that, it has its ups and downs. Senso's grounded for months, by the way, and yeah. See,
Arachne, Sencho discharges a bullet in whatever direction your gun is currently pointed.
Wait, okay, that's it. We're making it 2 months.
The clit falls out.
See what I mean, Beau? It's like having a kid.
Beau is going to just really deeply sigh because he's lost essentially his only 2 friends in the span of 1 week, and we'll go home.
I'm still your friend.
This one was a lot different than the last run. Do bullets fire a lot when you guys do jobs?
Yes and no. It depends.
I think I got a false sense of
just acting out.
It's usually Arachne throws a whole bunch of high explosive grenades wherever I am.
Okay, 1, it wasn't high explosive. 2, it was chemical. 3, you charged that drone, and it fired a grenade at all of us. I just threw it back. I was just simply returning the grenade back to the drone. That's what people do. I gave it back to him. I had no idea you would be there. And I'm really, really sorry. I really am.
It's okay, Arachne. Someday I'm going to accidentally punch you.
You know
It's
what?
okay.
Go for
Arachne accidentally kicks people all the time.
I swear I must have the flaw where I'm easy to control. It's not my fault.